Hey guys, we're here in the barn. I like to do some stuff out here. It's kind of the shop area. I like to cut the arrows out here. But I thought it'd be fun to swing out here and do this walkthrough of the Hamskea Limb Attachment Bracket. This is a cool find for me. I've done a couple of weird attachments for limb-driven rest. And every time a tech installs it, or I've done one to replicate what they've done, I just kind of walk away like, I don't love this. But this bracket is a game changer. I'm going to show you guys how to install it, talk through a little bit of what I've seen and what this offers that's different, and you can decide for yourself if it's something that you want to install. So let's take a look. All right, so you're gonna need a couple things to do this. You're gonna need a knife, you're gonna need the bracket from Hamskea. You're gonna need, I think it's the 17 or the 7/64 size Allen, and then a lighter for when you finish your knot to make your bead. That's really all you need to make this swap. Real simple. So this little bracket is gonna replace this on the Mathews bow. So we're going to get these loose here. Turns later. It's kind of tight at first. These screws probably haven't been back down since, you know, coming from the factory, really. But once you get these off, it's pretty straightforward. So here's my press limb block. We're going to pop this bracket out, and you can see right away that this bracket is really just a replacement of the exact thing that's on here, which is really cool to see a company coming out with a real simple, specific solution for this. So these had a little bit of Loctite on them. But yeah, just looking at the swap, here's my old piece, and you can see here it's going to be replaced with this new piece that gives my cord something to attach to. Angle. But the cool thing is that you can do this swap without a bow press. Or anything crazy. And to me, it's a huge upgrade to attach your rest cord to the bow limb. And we're going to get these pretty tight. Nothing too crazy, but this is an area that's getting a lot of action as the limbs go in and out. So anyway, out with the old, in with the new. Let's go ahead and get this tied off. All right, and another thing that I noticed is here on my slide, it had been installed previously to have like a huge loop. And to me, with the spring, with the dampener, with the big loop, there's just too much play in there. So ideally, I like to have enough to where I feel like if something goes wrong down with a knot, I have a little bit more to work with. So something about, you know, a couple inches tops is what I like to see. And then when I relax it, I can back it down like there. So I'm gonna go for that couple inches kind of spot there. And then I'm gonna loop through and kind of retie this knot. I think the hardest part about this is just going to be getting this back through. So let me grab a knife real quick. Here I just got a little bit from the lighter. It's just a little too fat to go through. So, all right, so I think this will be the trickiest part, just making sure that we can get this through because it's kind of fat. Oh, it's going to be hard. So we're going to just do a quick, we're going to smush it flat. And now this should help us. There we go. So now we're through. And I'm going to pull this, I'm going to pull this kind of to see, you know, that I like where I'm going to do my leash here, or my lashing, that it's going to be about the distance that I like. So that's looking good to me. What I'm going to do is take this off loose, and I know just about the amount that I'm looking for here. And so now that we're through, I'm going to do, now that we've got this kind of backed off where we want, I'm going to do basically just a kind of simple hitch to make sure that this stays secured where I want. So we're going to come through, tighten that off. And then I like to tie a little extra on here just so we have it. Just so you have a little extra in case you need to retie this. And then what we'll do is cut this and give it a good melt to squish it flat so it can't come undone. So that's about, you can kind of see there, that's how it's looking. That's how it is. So let's go ahead and get this secured all the way with the melt. So I got that off, and that's about the amount that I like to see so we can get a good fat. And we'll just squish that flat so it's not coming out. But yeah, that is looking good. So cool. Now that we want to see this tight, we're going to put the cable slide all the way down. And that's about the distance that I like for that to be down. And you can see already just the profile of having the line come down centered here on the limb versus coming to the outside or coming to the inside. It's out of the way of the cables, and it just gives me a little bit more peace of mind. It's a designed location for the connection. So I like that. So yeah, I think that would be all, you know, you're going to need to do to install this really quick little improvement to your setup. And if you're like me and you're kind of worried about the design and how things are sitting in relationship to each other, this is just a huge improvement. So a quick little fix, quick little upgrade. I'd be surprised if this isn't something coming off bows going forward. Just might as well incorporate that in the beginning. So that concludes the install. Super simple, real straightforward, don't need a press. And this is just going to bring kind of a little bit of thought to the setup here and get everything a little bit more economically attached. I just like the idea of things being out of the way. But thanks for coming along. We're going to do some more videos in here. Got a couple things coming up. We're going to do an arrow build. I would like to do a little bit more in-depth build of my new setup here. This will be my bow for 2023. Trying out a new sight. I got the Spot Hog Fast Eddy XL. Really liking that. So I don't know, let us know if there's anything you're interested in. We love building tapes. I think that's one that we'll do just to kind of explain our process on that. We'll probably do some more videos just shooting, showing you guys how the setup is working for me, how I like to set up with the pins. And yeah, just some some new stuff coming up. So thanks for coming along. We're going to be doing a lot of new videos on little tips and tricks like this. Maybe some things that you can consider doing yourself. But we appreciate it as always. Subscribe to catch this stuff coming down, but we'll see you guys on the next one.